Hello and welcome to our travel journey. I'm Danielle Prada and I'm going to be talking about my first impressions of Colombia, in particular Bogota and Medellin. I'm in Medellin right now and it's absolutely gorgeous. If you hear birds chirping in the background, the greenery in the background, this is where I am, and I'm so excited to talk to you guys a little bit about Colombia in general. Colombia is in the northern part of South America. They also use pesos here for their money, and they speak Spanish. So definitely brush up on your Spanish, learn some phrases like "Donde está el baño?" That's where is the bathroom. Cerveza is beer for you party animals. Colombia uses Colombian pesos. Basically, what that converts to is $1 to 3,500 or 4,000 pesos. You're gonna feel like a millionaire, trust me. But make sure you do your conversion rates with anything you buy, because just like any country, things can go up in the tourist areas and down in the local areas. You'll want to make sure that you break some of the bigger pesos, because in the smaller towns and markets, they're not going to have change for you. If you whip out a 50 million peso, you're going to be a target. So make sure you break some local money up at the supermarket or at the bank. Let's talk about the airport. First of all, getting to Colombia is so simple. We booked a flight on Spirit Airlines, and yes, it was tight, but we got here safe and sound and our luggage made it. The airport definitely has signs in English and Spanish to help Americans get around and travel around. Just make sure you download Google Translate just in case you don't know Spanish very well. Just a fair warning though, if you book an airline through Colombia, their airlines are so small. Their airports are small and their airplanes are small. So when you finally get out of the airport, what are you going to do? Are you going to taxi, Uber, rent a car? Let me tell you, Uber and Didi are one of the things that we absolutely love. We recommend highly because those are ways you can get around so cheap. They're recommended and they're safe and secure. You have a GPS on where you go. If you are going to rent a car, I highly want to warn you that there are crazy drivers here. There's tons of people, there's bicycles, there's motorbikes. They hardly use signals and they're in between the lines like crazy. So just a fair warning, the driving system here is a little intense, and I've only noticed stick drivers as well in all of the Ubers that we've taken. So if you don't know how to drive a stick like myself, you might be out of luck. Okay, so COVID-19, the big nasty C word, everybody's asking me about it, and basically they have precautions here, so don't worry. If you come to Colombia, make sure you have proof of your vaccination cards somewhere. We took a picture of our vaccination cards and it's been fine. Everywhere we go, they ask for it though, so you might want to have at least a picture or your actual card with you at all times, because you have no idea when you're going to need it. Also, everyone is wearing masks around here, on the street, inside. I feel completely safe with COVID-19. They even have testing centers pretty much on every corner. Hand sanitizer, it's great. If you want to blend in with the locals, definitely wear pants, sneakers, and a jacket. Especially in Bogota, Colombia, everyone is wearing that because you never know when the weather is going to change. Speaking of blending in with the locals, we have a saying here in Colombia. Basically in English, it's "don't give papaya." Papaya is when you're being flashy, you're trying to stand out, and you're going to get yourself in some tricky situations. We were actually at a Gringo Tuesday. Shout out to Vintrash Bar for Gringo Tuesday and hosting us. But we were actually told a story where there's a few Americans there, and they were drinking, buying everyone drinks, and guess what? They A, blacked out, and B, got robbed. So just be careful, be aware of your surroundings, and try not to be too flashy with your money because you're putting a target on your back. Let's talk tips. Us Americans always know we tip 20% everywhere we go, but here in Colombia, the great part is it's included. It's so cheap here, your money goes so far that even with the tip included, if you wanted to tip a little bit more just to be kind of generous, that's totally okay. Just make sure you're not giving too much and putting that target on your back, because most people don't tip because it's included. Now, let's talk about what to expect on the street. When you're walking around, you're shopping around, you're just trying to be a tourist, right? See the local spots, what to expect. make sure you look down when you're walking, because honestly, there are holes everywhere. It's pretty dangerous here in Colombia. I'm not too sure what's going on with the sidewalk system, but there's holes everywhere. There's dog poop everywhere because plenty of animals are here. Dogs are actually pets here, which I was kind of surprised in a third world country that owners are actually having pets, because in Peru, that's not what we saw at all in Cusco. Another thing to expect on the streets is a lot of walking, so make sure you bring your sneakers because in Medellin, there's plenty of hills. Another piece of advice I would want to give you guys walking around on the streets of Colombia is make sure you wheel and deal and haggle with those vendors, because buying stuff on the streets, you're going to get a 50% upcharge just being a tourist. They know who's a local and they know who's a tourist by what you wear, how you speak, and how you present yourself. So wheel and deal, go 50% hardcore. I literally got a pair of sunglasses, probably for a little bit too much money, but I spent 20 pesos and later I saw them for 5, so that was my bad. But I wheeled and dealed down from 30 to 20, so I felt like I got a good deal, but just a word of the wise, wheel and deal. Thank you so much for watching the first impressions of Colombia by Our Travel Journey. Please like and subscribe down below because it really helps out our channel grow and provide more videos for you.